This video is about staying young, eating right, using food supplements, and using enzymes, which is probiotics. I try to record this video so many times, but there is so much information which I'd like to share, and one video is really small, so I'm going to give you just little portions, and I guarantee you it will work. The first thing is about food supplements. As we age, as we turn 40, most of the people start looking for some food supplements. They start introducing them into their diet. It's great, it's important. I will go and talk about two of them which you should do, introduce it to your diet also. But before that, two rules which you have to follow if you are going to introduce food supplements to your diet. The first and the most important rule is take it for 3 months, take 1 month's break, and do this all the time. The second rule, unless you know what it is and what it is for, and you know that you need it in your diet, don't take it. There is absolutely no reason to listen to somebody who said, like, I'm taking this particular food supplement and I'm flying. You don't know. Maybe they have deficiency and you have completely satisfied that requirement. Could be lots of things. You really need to research. If you have a question, just write it in the comment section and I will see if I can answer it. Food supplements have been known for ages everywhere. And I had a conversation recently with one of my acquaintances who told me that in their family, everybody gets gray hair at the very early age, and it's genetic. There are many things which are genetic. Gray hair doesn't have to be. I asked the person, what is the diet which they had in the family? And I had the answer which was absolutely clear. It's not genetic. In their family, they eat a lot of carbs and meat. They eat very little of green leaves. Green leaves, that's what keeps your hair color. And if you don't eat enough green leaves, fresh green leaves, you will start losing your hair color very quickly and it will become gray. The reason for that is folic acid. If you want to return your color, and there are many people who did, not all of them, there is a little bit more complicated formula to take care of the color of your hair, but many people who started taking folic acid, they turned their hair into color as it was previously. Folic acid comes from many vegetables. You add it to your diet. If you had a great deficiency for very long, you neglected it, and your family introduced you to eating meat and carbs and kind of a little bit of a salad, you may start taking folic acid or metafolate in a pill form, and that will bring the color of your hair back. That is the first food supplement which I suggest anybody who turns 40 start taking. Folic acid is responsible not only for the color of your hair, it is actually responsible for renewing your cells. You know, our body is new with every period. Certain things completely renewed in a month, certain things completely renewed in a year, and on and on. Whatever you eat, that's what you become. To speed this process, to expedite this process, you need to have folic acid in your diet. We as human, we are able to eat meats and greens and our stomach will process it. But many of you, and I know it for a fact, I would have the same problem if I didn't follow this simple rule. Many of you have discomfort, bloating, gas in your stomach. In most cases, that is absence of enzymes and that is the presence of conflict in what you eat. Hamburger is the greatest crime against gastronomy in the world. It is crime against your stomach. If you eat carbs, which is bread or rice and meat, your stomach doesn't know how to process it. Simply, if you have meat and greens or greens and bread, your stomach is fine. It will process it. It has no problem. It knows exactly what kind of environment to create, and it start creating those chemical elements. And they will break this, and they will metabolize it and absorb it, and everything is going to be fine. And you may have some gas, but very little, hardly noticeable. If you eat bread with meat, you're going to have bloating. There are other things which can make you bloat, but this is probably the prime one. If you have to eat all of it, and soon we're going to have New Year, we're going to have celebrations, every family will have some kind of a celebration, and that will help you a lot. If you have to eat meat and bread in some way, because it's a long evening and you kind of want to check different dishes, eat it in the following way. Eat bread with greens, then eat a lot of salad, take a little break, and after that eat greens and meat. The reason for that is meat, usually protein, usually stays in your stomach much longer, particularly red meat. It may stay in your stomach up to 2 hours. If you eat meat first and then you load it up with something else, that means the rest of the food will start getting fermented in your stomach, start creating gas, and that's exactly what you're having as a bloating. For that reason, as I said, bread with veggies, and then meat with veggies. That way, everything is going to actually go through your stomach, and what needs to stay in your stomach for longer to break up, it will stay. The second very important supplement is collagen. If you don't eat collagen, and most of the people who follow the Western diet don't, then you have deficiency of that. Because of that, your joints become stiff. Because of that, your skin starts aging much faster. Your hair becomes thinner. And it's not genetic. It is simply providing material to your body so body can rebuild itself. Where do we get collagen? First of all, you can get it in a pill form. You can buy it and you can start adding to your diet. There are several different of them. Some of them will be supplying material for your hair, some will be supplying material for your skin, some of them will supply material for your joints, but it's all collagen. The way you can get it otherwise, you can go to meat store and ask for any connecting tissues. Any connecting tissues or skin, if you boil it, will give you collagen. And you can also do the same thing with chicken. You can do the same thing with the fish heads. That's where you get it. And you can make great soup out of it. Just remember that you have to have folic acid and collagen. Most people prefer to eat straight meat. They throw the skin out. They just try to cut all the connecting tissues as much as possible to create this great meat. But that is actually gives you this deficiency, because we need to have different kinds of protein in our diet in order to stay healthy. And the last thing is enzymes. I already made a video about the enzyme probiotic drink, which I drink and I make, and you can find it in my videos. You can find some other ones. You can drink kefir, you can drink ayran, you can drink kombucha, you can drink kvass, you can drink the one which I created. The reason you need to have enzyme in your diet, you want to drink it before you eat. That will give you enzymes. Enzymes are responsible for breaking up the food and metabolizing it, actually getting into your body. Like folic acid, it rejuvenates the cells. Enzymes, that's what actually makes your stomach work. It's like a spark plug for the engine for those who are mechanics and who are familiar how the engine in the car works. If you don't have those, you're going to eat and the body will not be able to absorb nutrients. You know how some older people, they eat a lot, but their body is actually shrinking. Their muscles are shrinking, their connecting tissues are shrinking, their skin is becoming really weak. The reason for that is they don't have enzymes in their body. The body produces enzymes, and as we age, it starts producing less and less. If you in some way start supplying them and supply the body with these enzymes, your body will start working more efficiently. You probably will start gaining weight. The nutrients will be able to go to your blood and flow to the places in your body which need it. I'm Vas. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe, leave comments, leave likes. Good luck.